Claude Debussy, an important French composer whose harmonic innovations had a profound influence on the future of music. Founder of Impressionism, his piano and orchestral works revealed a timbre and color which was highly unique and original, unlike any other at the time. Claude Debussy was born on August 22, 1862, in Saint-Germain-en-Laye, where his parents owned and operated a small china shop. During the Franco-Prussian War, his family sought refuge with Claude's Aunt Clementine in Cannes. Here, he received his first set of piano lessons under an Italian musician, Gian Cerruti. In 1872, he was admitted to the Paris Conservatory, where he began his studies with Antoine Marmontel for piano and Albert Lavignac for solfège. Here he won some minor rewards and recognition, and it was noted by many of his teachers that he had a very good ear. At this time as well, he began composing, on top of teaching piano and accompanying for money. In 1884, his cantata, L'Enfant Prodigue, won him the Prix de Rome, which meant that for the next 2 years, Debussy lived at the Villa Medici in Rome. Many accounts say that, though it was an honor, Debussy felt confined and had a rough time during these years. Debussy spent the next few years dissatisfied with the now common Wagnerian styles of composition and music, and so, during this time, he sought ways to escape that tradition. Debussy returned to Paris in 1887, and 2 years later he attended the Paris World Exposition. There he heard a Javanese gamelan, a musical ensemble composed of various bells, gongs, and xylophones. Debussy was profoundly affected by this music, and its impact can be seen throughout his composition from that point on. In 1895, Debussy had completed the first draft of an opera, Péliance et Mélisande. It wasn't until 1902, however, that it would have its first performance, and though it received some harsh critical reviews, the work caught on and made a powerful impression in the musical world. From this point on, Debussy's music was received with importance from both fans and critics alike, so much so that the term Debussime, or Debussyistic, was coined to describe his works and their imitations. With newfound fame came newfound friendships, and one of particular note was that of Debussy and Stravinsky. Over the next decade, he continued to compose and expand the world of music, furthering his unique style and creating music that wowed and inspired. When the Great War began in 1914, Debussy withdrew into a state of depression and composed very little for that year. However, he wasn't held down for too long, because in the summer of 1915, he composed in quick succession the cello sonata, En Blanc et Noir, the Etudes, and the sonata for flute. Unfortunately, at the end of that year, he developed colon cancer, which left him debilitated. Eventually, this cancer took his life, as he passed away on March 25, 1918. Impressionism was an artistic movement in the visual arts of the early 20th century, including the works of painters such as Monet and Renoir. Therefore, Impressionism was the term applied to what Debussy wrote, even though he renounced the title, stating that his music wasn't depicting impressions, as the name implied, but rather realities.